Sounds like they've captured themselves a bar.
With fragulous crown and with sceptre abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
Bravo.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done. Of course.
Her name's Grim. Idiot.
So glad to see you safely arrived, sir. We haven't found the weapon yet, but it's good to be among allies, even if they're a bit unusual.
Well now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts?
Je sais me débrouiller, merci bien.
No doubt, mate. But this ain't dragons or demons or anything else you might have faced. This is chicken chasing.
Déjà, ce n'est pas une poule, ça. C'est un oursibou.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not?
J'ai mieux à faire que de courir après des gallinacés.
Oh, come on now. Don't be scared. It's a simple game. That's what makes it beautiful. You just gotta chase the chicken through the course to the posts there, right? Gotta do it fast and gotta do it alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Simple, like I say, but not easy. Better contenders than you have been bested by that bird.
C'est cruel. Je ne peux pas cautionner ça.
No skin off my arse. Just remember, you had the chance to be a part of something grand, and you walked away.
That smells delicious.
We have to find Halcyon before it's too late. I doubt these goblins care much.
Enjoying the view. Looking tasty in these new breeches, ain't I?
Il aussi à merveille.
Proper stylish, ain't they? Nicked 'em off this dwarf we're cooking.
Vous mangez souvent du nain?
It's good meat, if you can get it. Better than bloody chicken, anyhow. Shame he was as poor as a chicken. Nothing in his pants except a couple of coins and some lousy poem.
J'aime beaucoup la poésie. Vous pourriez me le montrer?
Sure you can. But a look's all you're getting. For all I know, this little roaster was some famous bard. And you'll be sending his last words for a pretty penny.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Vous perdez votre temps. La poésie naine ne vaut pas un sou.
Really? Oh, shite! You might as well use it as bog roll then. I'll get back to tending the meat.
Sélune. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Ce n'est pas le genre d'endroit dans lequel vous traînez d'habitude, j'imagine.
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Oi! Ain't no party in here.
Shut it, Graw! Olak cleared us. Got a visitor for the drow, I do.
My arse. What's a true soul want with any mate of yours?
Private business, that is. Raiding business. But if anyone wants a piss pot guarded, we'll call.
Just get your friend branded proper. Right, Sazza? Got better things to do than
No, you don't. Come on, then.
bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got them now.
Hear the absolute voice? Do you feel her
Smells
inside
like burnt flesh in there.
you?
A scrying eye. Better be on our best behavior. Till we're out of sight, that is.
All riled up and ready.
You have all. Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Sazza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
How thoughtful. And where did you find this friend?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest.
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow appraises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, it can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Sazza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is. And I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing.
Elle dit la vérité. Elle ne savait pas.
I told ya, I was trying to follow orders best I could.
Silence, wretch. And remember, you owe your miserable life to this one.
I won't cause any more trouble. I swears it.
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the Grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter.
Return to the Grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
The fate of the Grove's inhabitants hangs in the balance. Killing the drow here would spare them, but it might be better to face her warband at the Grove itself, on familiar ground. On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust, and access to the cult's inner circle.
Je m'en charge.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. Once we are in position, we will wait for your signal, and then we will break them all.
For the raiders, it is
Yes, your ladyship. We won't let you down.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh. Let's the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. And it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it, only us that follow the Absolute. You ready? Brace yourself, this'll sting. Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't ya? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Your minds brush against one another, but are swiftly parted.
Don't want to get intimate in front of the novices? Fair enough. Got some weird shadows in your head. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. You've come to the right place. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Oi! Priestess! We want the mark!
Yeah, ain't we good enough? Oi, come here. Ready to clear your head? Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the Absolute. And I'll do the rest.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind, like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric.
It's all slippery in there. What are you hiding?
An image of the Mind Flayer reaches out to her from your memories.
Hells! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain. Don't you worry. I've got everything I need to fix you. Might get a bit messy, though. It involves you putting your trust in the Absolute. Simple. You won't regret this. Being a true soul, you know the Absolute don't like to touch nothing unclean. So drink this. It'll purify ya. Sweet dreams. I'll see your ugly mug on the other side. Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The Absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking. Liar! We've both seen the monster that put it there, and I know what happens next. Stop trying to confuse me. You're a liar. Everything's clear since the Absolute chose me. You're the one that's broken. Do you even know who you are anymore? It's not me you need to be frightened of. It's what that thing in your head is gonna do to ya. I'm gonna keep you here so I can see every gory detail and hear every whimper and scream. You're gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points. A sharp pain shoots through your arm as the bone pops out of place. The chains hold tight. Your muscles burn with the effort, but the chains hold strong.
Open your papers, freak. It's time. You should be sprouting tentacles by now. But you're still the same kind of ugly you always was. Disappointing not to have my own squiddy. But your giblets will make for a tasty supper.
Sorry. I may have left that a little late. No lasting damage, I hope? Gorilla Heartflame. At your service. You made quite an impression on my master. He sends his regards. The Honorable Raphael. He's terribly excited about you and your At this point, you're more interesting alive than dead. So here I am, your savior in times of need. Be a little more careful. That skin's valuable, and we won't always be watching.
When we reach the grove, you charge only on my command.
It's gonna be a massacre!
No prisoners, no mercy. We strike for the Absolute!
Sugan al Shukok, Otashokek Doors! I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute!
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Sugan al Shukok!
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance. No time like the present. Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Absolute's clutches. Your skull sizzles with Ragslin's displeasure. His mouth is still, but you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkok hek.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. What if the creature noted your presence at the crash site? Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
What were you doing in Faerun?
Ragslin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who is soul.
Your parasite resists, flailing as you crawl into Ragslin's mind murk. Rage slithers through him, hot and black. It squeezes you, suffocates you.
Boys, crush the heretic!